currently homeless, and strangers have shown me more compassion and more kindness than everybody I know. Friends that could step up and help didn't and aren't. Some friends, like one or two friends, stepped up emotionally, but you think anybody helps a homeless person nowadays? The homeless shelters are full. You call around, there's no openings. So what are you supposed to do? When your family turns their back on you, your friends are like, too busy, there's nothing I can do, sorry. And hundreds of people you've asked for help can do nothing. What would Jesus say to you all when you're ignoring the suffering in the world? Would he be happy with you? Currently, I'm in a crisis center where they have a doctor who's messing with people's medications. And this morning, I woke up sick as shit because they're forcing me to take medication I don't need. I woke up throwing up. I feel like shit because they do not know my medical history. But I don't have a choice because not one of my friends that could help me did or are. If you're ignoring the suffering in this world, you're contributing to it. Do you care for your fellow man? Do you know that we're all connected and we're all one? Why do so many people down on the homeless? I've met so many homeless people that don't want to be homeless, but there's no room in shelters. And in order to get a house, you got to have money. But how are you going to have a job if you don't have a home? Pull your head from your sphincters. There's so many good people on the street, not because they want to, but because of people out there who have affluence and don't share it. You're as guilty of their suffering as anything if you don't help them. This may be the last video I make for a long time, because after today, I may not have a home. I cannot find a shelter who has an opening. And when you have no money, and your daughter kicked you on the street and doesn't give a shit, and your other daughters have done absolutely nothing to help you, this is where you end up. Till tomorrow, I don't know where I'll be. Nor does anybody in my life care. Strangers have been kinder to me than my friends and family. What would Jesus do? Would he ignore the suffering? Would he ignore? Would he? Would he ignore all the homeless out there? Oh, well, if I ignore them, they don't exist. They're just as equal as you. You have a PhD, you're no better than me. I sit here sick to my stomach, sick as hell this morning because I'm in a crisis center and the doctor here forced me to take medication. Well, didn't for it. I had to take it because he decided that I should take it. And now I'm sick as shit. I'm throwing up all morning. My heart rate is high. And I can't function. Because nobody out there gives a shit that doctors and people are doing this to people. I had to leave my first homeless shelter because of the mental abuse. I would rather be on the street, dying, than be abused by anybody. But do you think any of my friends would step up that could help? No. My family? No. Complete strangers? Yes. Think about that, people. So if you don't hear from me, I'm probably on the street because the shelters are full and nobody has time to care for anybody anymore. Get this message because I won't be making another one. You hear me? I'm going to be on the street with them lovely people, and I would rather be there than in society that doesn't care about them. Why? Jesus would never have done this. You say you're Christians out there and you care. Start caring for people. Stop ignoring the problem. You're just as bad if you don't help others and you have the ability to. Someday, if I ever get off these streets again and I have money, I tell you every red cent is going to go to helping others. What's wrong with you people? What's wrong with this society? If Jesus was here, he'd be pissed at how you treat each other. We are all equal. I don't care if you have a PhD. I don't care who you are. In God's eyes, we are equals. And just because I'm homeless doesn't mean I'm less than you now. But that's the way they're treated. You want to change the world? What are you doing? Are you ignoring it? Are you trying to help? Real friends help each other. Oh, I'm there for you, but there's nothing I can do. That's not a friend. So if you don't hear from me again, it means nobody helped me. Which is okay, because I'd rather be around people that actually care for other people. In the homeless community, they care for each other. Because they don't have anybody else. Because society throws them away. Because they think they're less than, but they're not. They're just in pain and nobody gives a shit. You hear me? So keep ignoring the homeless, the hurt, the abused. You're perpetuating this in the world. And you want to know why it exists? You. By ignoring these things, you are perpetuating pain. I'm just a product of the world. There's no homeless shelters that have openings. And within a couple of days, I won't have a home either. Not one person that I knew could step up and help me. I called hundreds of people. I reached out to everybody. Do you think one person I know would help? This is where most of the homeless are. Nobody will help them. There's not enough services out there to help them. People don't want to be on the street. Are you kidding? They choose to because otherwise they get abused and forced into medications like I was. And I'm sick as shit today. I haven't felt this sick in so long. So pull your head from your butt. Pull your head from your butt. There's so much suffering around you. Are you helping or hurting? Love each other, please. No matter what happens to me, I hope to God somebody steps up and stops this for others. This is not okay. It's not okay. You want to end the suffering? Stand up, do something. Goodbye. I don't know if I'll make another one because a weekend, not one friend stepped up to help me. My family blocked me, completely ignored me, does not care. You understand? Homeless shelters are full already. More people are becoming homeless and more people don't even care. Good women and men are on the streets and they don't want to be there. And there's so many people on this earth that can help them. But they would rather buy a yacht or some big fancy house they don't even use, and there's so many people suffering and need help. What is wrong with you people? So goodbye for now. This is what society Are you part of that? Or do you care about others and want to change the world? I don't even know if I'm going to be sleeping on the ground tomorrow or have bed. But nobody cares. I've called as many places as I could. And they're all full. Do you get it? I hope you do. Look around you. Those homeless you ignore and you put down, they're human beings who need love and kindness. They're in pain and society kicks them. Do you want a better world, but you ignore the pain? You're full of crap. If you're not doing anything to help others, you're part of the problem. Ignoring is abusing. You're contributing to the system. So unless you're alleviating someone's pain, you're contributing to it. If you see someone in pain and you ignore it, you're just as guilty. You're part of the system that's hurting everyone. So your choice. Perpetuate the pain in the world. Or get off your butt and do something about it. The people who have the power to help and don't, shame on you. I don't know if I'm going to have a home tomorrow. But y'all need to get off your butts. There's some really good people hurting and they have no options out there. But you don't care. You're too busy with your lives to care about another human being. Think about that as you see a homeless person dying on the street because nobody stepped up. So goodbye for now. I'm in God's hands. I have faith in God. No matter if I'm on the street tomorrow or not. All I know is I'm sick as shit today because I had to take medicine I didn't need just to have a roof over my head. Now I may get kicked out today because I will not do it again. I woke up throwing up because I didn't need the medicine. That was the worst I've slept in a long time and I'm sick as shit. But I have a roof over my head. Is that right? So this is Dawn signing off to all those people who could do something to help people but don't. You're the one causing the issues in society by not helping others. Jesus would not treat people this way. Jesus knew we were all equals. Unconditional love does not exist in most of this world. Kindness, kindness is helping other people. How many people have stepped up? Oh, strangers. And they only can do so much. Bless their souls. So, goodbye, and I hope that someday somebody wakes up to the suffering in this world. You got money and you're sitting on it and you're not helping anybody around you. Screw you. Screw you. If you can do something about ending the suffering while people are dying on the streets and they don't want to, most of them, it's not a choice. Men, women, and children are on the streets because they're being ignored and abused and looked down on and used. But most people I know are like, I'm too busy. There's nothing I can do. Bullshit. I call bullshit on all of you. I'm in here helping people even though I have nothing. Kidding?